Hey, what's up, Review Lounge peeps? And I just got the movie of Final Destination Bloodlines. This movie is ridiculous. This movie is so ridiculous. Okay, the bad thing, the CGI is horrible. The CGI in this movie is bad. But you look past it because the creative ways that people die. Now, everybody's seen the Foundation movie, the first one. Those came out like we was young, like early 2000s.
2000s.
You know,
that was the first
so
one.
the 90 kids, people we all would know of the truck with the logs on it. The girl see the premonition of the plane crash. So basically, Bloodlines is basically where this, another person has premonition, she saves everybody. But as we know, death is so after them because he ain't finished. Then this girl sees premonitions from her grandmother and she seeks her out, and it goes from there. So we all know it is creative ways, people dying, and they're trying to find a way to cheat death. As we know in all Foundation movies, he's seen them all. I think I've seen maybe 2 or 3 of them.
Oh, I've seen them all.
You do have Tony Todd. That's not a spoiler because we all know he's been in all the movies of Final Destination, and we know he passed away last year back in December. He had stomach cancer. But it was his scene in the movie, because all the movies he doesn't always have a really long scene. He's in it to explain death and things like that. But this movie kind of closed a chapter for him in all the movies, and I like how they did it. So pay attention to that scene when you see Tony Todd. Sit down and pay attention, because that's the only scene that gets deep. That's a deep scene when he speaks about death and life. Pay attention to that scene. After that, everything else is stupid. But it's funny, stupid. People laughing, but the thing is, I was in my seat just cringing. I was like, but the deaths on here, they were good. I remember the other one. There was a death on the tanning salon. Remember the tanning salon? The tanning salon,
yeah.
That was
I
one.
That was number 3.
See, look at him. Yeah. He just knows all the movies.
All of them all.
The plane crash, the logs. What else? There was another
roller coaster.
The roller coaster. Yes. Or the girl getting killed by the glass when it was and it crushes her.
Yes.
He knows them all. He knows them all.
I love Final Destination.
Oh my goodness. This movie is basically just a gory killer movie. Don't take it serious. It's just a fun, and it's funny. Okay, death is not funny, but this movie makes it funny because the way people die, or you think they're gonna die a certain way. But you know how all the movies, the wind blows, and they zoom into certain things. But I like it because when they zoom into certain things, it makes you think, okay, how this is gonna happen. So each little thing leads up to one little thing to death, and this movie, it's a funny movie. Everybody should go see this movie. Do you have any favorite, anything you like? Not spoil it, but how do you feel like about it?
I thought the movie was definitely good. I like the fact they had like the storyline, how it like each person dies, and I had a favorite scene, but I'm not gonna spoil that. But overall, I think it was definitely a good movie. It's worth it. It's worth going.
Say the scene where point out certain things that's in that scene, so people get ready. Like what's in those scenes that you like? Their favorite, like what? Like name one thing like that's in the scene that people gotta watch out for.
It was when Iris. So basically, Iris was one of the main characters.
She's the main. Yeah.
And so she was just trying to protect her granddaughter. And then after that, that's when the big scene comes.
You like that scene?
That was my favorite one.
Okay, is it scene
between that one and the hospital?
It's
I think the hospital one was.
The main character, the girl visits her grandmother, and there's a death. There's a death, but we're not gonna tell you how it happened. But that's a good scene. My favorite scene, would be the garbage truck.
Oh yeah, the garbage truck was good.
Garbage truck or the hospital. Watch out those two. Watch the garbage truck and watch the hospital.
Yeah, those
are those are good ways of. And there's a scene in the backyard. The backyard. That was I was like, oh. But the thing is, what they do is you might think that person gonna die one way, but they actually die another way. So you kind of want to guess how that person dies. But I mean, I had fun with this movie.
It was good.
I think this movie closes the chapter, in my opinion, of all the Final Destinations, and I think they should not make no more. Tony Todd, as you know, he passed away. He was in all them. He would know. They were in all the movie. He was in all the movies. I think this one kind of closes a chapter, and like I said, the way he talks in that scene, because we know he passed away, but you can tell he was sick. He said you can tell he was sick. and I think they shouldn't. I think they should close this out. His scene where he spoke, I think they should be done with it. And he was done. He was like, I'm done. And that's just the end. I feel like that's the end of Final Destination. We had fun with these movies. I think they should done. I think they should be done with it. Make something else. But I think this movie's gonna make at least money back, basically, because this movie is just a fun popcorn laughing movie. I give this movie 4 out of 5 because I had fun with it. It had me intrigued. I didn't look at my phone. The pacing is good with it. It means like the movie's not that long. It's probably like movie started around 6:45. About an hour 45
it's a good minutes, something like that. Yeah.
It's a good movie to go see. It doesn't take a lot of time to watch this movie. The good pacing, it's funny and all that. You don't take it seriously. The only thing I really didn't like about this movie is the CG is freaking horrible. Oh my God, the CG, you know it's bad. Especially there's a scene when they're going to a skyline and they're looking and it looks so green.
I
It looks,
really like that. I like the skyline. I really do.
I like the skyline, but you know it's fake.
Well, yeah, that is
It's like
true.
they couldn't shoot this at the Space Needle. Is it the one? It's in Seattle.
Seattle. Yes.
Why they couldn't record the scene at the real one? You know,
It was kind of like a mimic version of
I
that.
know.
It almost looked like it.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, that must be the needle. But no, the CG was just bad. It didn't throw me out of it. I mean, when I see those certain things happen, I'm like, that's just bad CGI. But the killing and the blood and gore, of course, you need CGI to do all that. But it was just that was bad. But everything else with the acting was funny. The characters were funny. They played into it. They didn't take it too seriously, which you shouldn't take it too seriously in this movie. You shouldn't. I just had fun. I had fun with it. You know, anything else
I think it was a good cast. They definitely cast everybody from Iris to all the main characters. I just
the
thought
cousins,
they did
the
the
family.
cousins. I love the way she picked out like who's gonna die next.
There's a funny scene. Yeah. I'm not gonna spoil. There's a funny scene. A character, and his mom confesses to something. That was hilarious. It's a scene when they gather in. I'm not gonna spoil it. It's a scene they gather in and they're sitting and they're confessing things, and they find out, and you just start laughing in the theater. Oh my gosh! But yeah, the hospital, that was so creative. That was a very funny and creative way that they that the person got killed. So I look for Destination. I look for movies that are creative. The creative ways how these people are going to pass away, how they're going to die, things like that. And they did really well with that. Like I said, this movie I give it 4 out of 5. I give it 4 out of 5 because the CG was bad. I know I keep bringing it up. That's just me.
You just gotta go past the CGI.
Get past CGI. And everything else is funny.
If you're a Final Destination fan like me, you will enjoy this movie.
Yes, he will. I
enjoyed it.
Yes, he will.
So you will.
Final Destination, Bloodlines. Everybody should go see it, especially if you're our age, older. I ain't saying my age, but if you're our age, we grew up with the first Final Destination. Yeah. Y'all should go see that movie. Go see this movie. You will not be disappointed. Spend your $12, get some popcorn and some drinks, and just have a good time. Turn your brain off and just watch the blood and gore and the funny. It's a good movie. Go see it. I give it 4 out of 5. I don't want to spoil anything. It's just those deaths are just funny. I might do another video where I'm doing a spoiler, like the death. We'll just talk about all the deaths in this movie. It was just stupid and ridiculous and just funny. But I give it 4 out of 5. What'd you give it?
Well, I say 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10.
Yeah,
so it's basically the same thing.
It's definitely good.
Yeah, so it's a good movie. Go see it. If you've seen Final Destination Bloodlines, what did you think of it? Did you like it? Did you think it was corny? Leave a comment below. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share this. But until the next review, guys, to the next movie trailer, to anything that I review, please tune in, okay? Peace.
Peace out.